folks. Welcome to Restoration Acres, or as I call it at times, Hot Mess Mama Homestead. Yes, there is Daddy around, but Daddy works long hours out of the area during the week, and so the weekends are the only time he has to help me. So let's talk burnout on the homestead for us that are home full-time, kind of doing the majority of the work. So I have this little lady right here. Say, hey, Amberly. She's 15 months old and she takes up the majority of my time. Now I'm 40. My only other kid, is 18. So it's been a while since I've done this, and my responsibilities are very different than they were back then. I did homesteading on a small scale there for a while when he was 8 or 9 in South Florida. My first home I bought as a single mom was 1.25 acres with, I put in a large garden and some fruit trees, and had some chickens that I raised and for eggs and meat. And then when I met my husband later up towards Louisville, Kentucky area, where we moved to Tennessee from, he had never had this in his mind, but we got to talking about it, and he decided he wanted to give it a try. So we had 4 acres up in southwest Indiana, right across the river from Louisville. And he worked a office job and was around a lot more. So and I also didn't have a small child. So if and when I was home, which I worked full-time most of that time as well, we got a pretty equal amount of work done. I'm pretty handy. I do, used to always do building projects. Girl, this fence is electrified now. Also, if anybody's had any tips on teaching a toddler about electric netting without them actually touching it and finding out for themselves, I'd love to hear it. Because I keep trying to, just pretend to touch it myself and tell her it's owie. She's not buying it. And this is where we lead to burnout and hot mess homestead. I can't do it all. I want to. I'm a doer. I, some days, am at the end of my rope and just on the verge of tears, which is not a big thing for me. I'm not really a crier. I'm not a stressor. But when I don't feel accomplished, when I don't feel like I have managed to get done what I should have gotten done. And that's the problem. Don't we women have some should-haves on us that we pick up in life, and that we put a lot on ourselves? I should do this. I should be doing this. I should look like this. I should feel like this. I should be this kind of mom. I should be this kind of wife. And then we're always disappointed. We're always let down. So I'm trying to release that because, y'all, it's a homestead. And it's a homestead mostly run by a mom with a small child. So it is a hot mess. We've got buckets, which we don't have a storage building up by the house. We have a large pole barn, which is about a half a mile down our driveway. We're going to be building something, but we've only been here since the end of May. So infrastructure is being built. I ain't had time to plant a summer garden. So this is my garden for right now, with empty mineral buckets from my neighbor's cows and kiddie pools, all of them with drainage holes. And nobody around here sells garden soil or wood mulch. Our county has a free drop-off for brush along with trash, so pretty much none of the tree trimming crews bothered to invest in a chipper, so I can't even get wood chips easily. Sorry, she's insistent that she wants to test and possibly touch this fence, and it ain't gonna be pretty. I love this life. I've got a kid who's regularly grubby, but in all the best ways for childhood. I've got, we've got beautiful 25 acres. It is mostly wooded, as you can see. We are working the pigs slowly but surely, rotationally, using them to clear out the brush. Hopefully we'll be able to add goats. But there are all these things I want to do and that I feel like I should do, and I ain't getting half of them done. And so I just want to put out there, you're not the only one putting pressure on yourself. Try and reach out to friends, reach out to fellow hot mom mess homesteaders, and let them know they ain't the only ones. We'll let you know you're not the only ones. And just take a breath and remember that the kids are the most important thing we have to get done, is keeping them alive. And the animals. And other projects, they'll get done.